are dying are not just dying to die. People that are getting in car accidents, and people that are losing babies and losing their sons and daughters, and all of these strange occurrences are taking place, and all of these strange things are happening. It's not just happening to happen, but there is a hidden message and a hidden meaning behind your adversity. I want to use for a topic on today, you still have some fight in you. I'm going to say that again because somebody needs to say this. You still have some fight in you. Now, I don't know if you know it or not, but according to Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12, the Bible declares that we as saints of God are already in a wrestling match. We're already in a wrestling match. We're already in a fight. As soon as you give your life to God, the fight is on. The fight starts. The fight in your mind. The fight against your family. The fight against your finances. The fight against your ministry. You're already, Prophet Cox, my son in the gospel. You're already dealing and already in a spiritual wrestling match. Now, let me help you to understand something to you. You are not, come on here, an average individual. You are not mediocre. You are not basic. But there is a supernatural anointing upon your life that will cause men and women, boys and girls to be saved, set free, healed, and delivered. Somebody ought to type, ordinary just won't do. Ordinary in this season, ordinary in this hour just won't do. There's some people that are tired of going to church because they're churching but they're not changing. There's some people that are tired of hearing preaching and there is no purpose behind it. There are some people that are tired of connections and they're now ready for covenant. There are some people that understand and that are under the sound of my voice that understand that ordinary just won't do. Now, I've got to slow down because I've got to talk to you about the spiritual wrestling match. I got to talk to you about what it is to fight. I've got to talk to you about what it is to win against the devil. God have mercy. I got to talk to you about what it is to look witchcraft in the face and win. I got to tell you that there are demonic spirits. There are demonic spirits that are on assignment to rob you of your joy, to rob you of your peace, to rob you of your happiness, to rob you of your connection, to rob you of networking, to rob you of building a secure alliance. Y'all ain't saying nothing to God. You didn't just fall. Come on here. You didn't just fall into failure because you had nothing else to do. There is an attack against your life. I wish I had some people that knew what I was talking about. There is an attack for your life. Now, let me say this today. I'm not going to teach and preach on a low level today. I've got to get those of you that are mature enough to understand that demonic principalities and powers are real. And the enemy has hired agents from hell to destroy your very life. Y'all ain't saying nothing to God in here. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and I don't want to be Bishop Jamel Bryant, the bearer of bad news, but there are spirits that are on assignment to stop you from progressing, to stop you from moving. This is why the Bible said, for we wrestle not what? Against who? Flesh and blood. Which means really at the end of the day, my fight is not with you. I need somebody to hit share because I'm getting ready to say something that's going to blow your mind. Watch this. Your fight is not with flesh and blood. So here it is now. You're going back and forth on Facebook, going back and forth with people on your job, going back and forth with people that are on Instagram, going back and forth with people that are in your family. But you got to understand that the real fight is not against flesh and blood, but there is an unseen realm. There's an unseen realm that you can't see with the naked eye, but above your head there's a war going on. In the second dimension is where demons and devils rule to keep your body bound in sickness, to keep your finances from growing. That spirit will tell you not to sow into a real prophet. That spirit will tell you, don't you dare give your money away. That spirit will tell you, who am I preaching to? These spirits are on assignment to keep you bound and to keep you hindered, to keep you low and to keep you from graduating spiritually. Watch this. The devil was designed, watch this. The devil was designed to war, but he was never designed to win. Uh-oh. Who am I preaching to? Who am I preaching to? Who am I preaching to? You need to share this. I said the devil was designed to war, but he was not designed to win. There will be a fight. There will be a fight. There will be warfare. There will be unseen adversities. There will be problems in your life. There will be situations that occur. And the Bible said, this is what the Bible said. The Bible said that your days are, and even those days are going to be filled with trouble. Your days are going to be filled with trouble. Why? Because you live on the earth. And although the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, this is the first heaven that the devil rules and reigns in. Y'all ain't saying nothing to God up here. The Bible called Satan the prince of the power of the air. This means that he is above the air and he rules and he deals in atmospheric places. So I came to tell you, you're going to deal with some stuff, but your fight ain't with people. Your fight is against the spirit of depression. Your fight is against the spirit of poverty. Your fight is against the spirit of lust. Your fight is against the spirit of perversion. Not your mother, not your daddy. I know your daddy wasn't there. I know it seemed like mama didn't care. Lord have mercy. But your fight is not with them. Your fight is a spiritual fight. Am I making any sense today? So prophetic people and prophets that are on here and seers that are on here, God now has to strategically give you methods of how to war in the spirit. He has to teach you how to intercede with power. Not just the same prayer you say every time you get on your knees. Not just the same prayer that you pray at church. Can I say something to you? And it might mess up your mind. But a prayer warrior and an intercessor is not the same thing. Just because you know don't mean you know how to intercede. Oh, I'm preaching to somebody right here. I'm talking to somebody right here. Your real fight, watch this. I had people to leave my ministry. I had friends to walk away from me, but my fight wasn't with them. That's why I didn't chase the lies and the drama and the gossip they were going around town telling everybody. You know why I didn't chase it? Because that wasn't my fight. You can't be a foolish fighter. Uh-oh. I'm going to say that again. I says you cannot be a foolish fighter. Every time you see a fight or you see commotion, it does not mean that you need to go and run and chase behind every fight. Y'all ain't sowing today. Did that make sense? I know you'll sow for a house and you'll sow for a car, but can you sow on the fact that you cannot be a foolish fighter? Every fight ain't for you. And just because you know how to fight don't mean it's time to fight. That's why a lot of y'all get in people's business. You get in people's inboxes. You're all on social media trying to get other people on other people's behalf. Some fights you are not entitled to. There are some things that you don't need to be involved, connected, or attached to. I believe I'm preaching in here. Blessings to you, Pastor Felix. Sometimes God will anoint you with a thing only to mature you in it. He will anoint you to do a thing only to mature you in it. You got to be able to discern when it's your time and when it's your season to fight. You got to be able to discern when it's time to love, when it's time to cry, when it's time to just shut up. Every fight ain't for you. And that's why some of you don't have any energy to continue your walk with the Lord or continue your journey with the Lord, because it